valuable effort, mind, continuous and constant learning on updates is very much required in IT field. But for us it is not so, but we have to update with respect to the market requirement. Because nowadays, due to this slackness, the areas which really requires mechanical engineers who can capable of holding that position, carrying out the challenging jobs are missing because we are not opting for it. So that this is also one of the very big opening for a mechanical engineer because in coming days definitely there will be a very big opening in this oil and gas field, right? So that this lecture will be a eye opener for all the students. Please make use of it, and particularly the students who are in the final year, try to have more concentration on it. Third year, please look into it. Try to have projects in that orientation. Second year, please listen. Then what are all the challenging opportunities for mechanical engineers? So make use of this webinar into a useful career. That is what I could able to say. So I don't want to take much of your time. So once again, on behalf of all of you, all the students of Department of Mechanical Engineering, association coordinators, faculty members, Belava College of Engineering Technology, as well on my own behalf, I am very happy to welcome and thank my own product for this great lecture. Welcome you, Jay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The best time for new beginning is now. I request our FAME Association Coordinator, Mr. G. Keshavan, sir, to introduce the executive members of FAME for the academic year 2020-21.
Okay, thank you, Saudanya. Good afternoon to all gathered here. Hope you all doing good in your homes and safe with your family members. We already selected the top hierarchy peoples of our association in previous guest lecture. So today I am going to introduce the executive members of FAME for the academic year 2020 and 21. Each and every class we select for we have selected 5 members from each class as executive member and same as third year A and B. And for second year A and B section, we selected two members from each classes. So I got now I introduce the members. So first one from final year A section, Mohan Kumar GR, Mohan Raj, Akash B, Ilangoji, and Gautam are the executive members of our association. And from final year B section, Mailanandam, Narendran, Prakash S, Velmurugan K, and Vijay Raghav. They are the executive members of our association from final year B section. And then from third year A section, Abhishek, Abhinesh, Harit Aldaf, Baranika Sri will be the executive members. And from third year B section, KK Sedu, Vimalanandan, Rockaby, Sivasankar, and Bala Vignesh. They are the executive members. And from second year A section, Karthik Raj and Lokesh, and from second year B section, S. Niveta and SP Subhas will be the executive members of our association. Hope this year we will make some extra changes in our association and take our association to the next level. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you. Congratulations to all the office bearers, executive members. Uh, Hope they will drive the association in a different and innovative path in the pandemic situation in the year 2021. Thank you, Jay. Now the diocese is yours. Saudanya,
Sir,
any more? Any
sir,
more?
one agenda, sir, extra one agenda, sir, from SAE, from Mohan, sir.
Yes.
Saudanya, please proceed, Saudanya.
Thank you, sir. I also request our SAE VCT Colgate Club coordinator, Mr. V. Mohan, sir, to introduce the office barriers of SAE VCT Colgate Club for the academic year 2020-21.
Good afternoon to all. It's my privilege to introduce in the SAE office barriers of the academic year 2020-21. In SAE, already we told about the last year student executive council and student secretary is the main post in SAE. So this year we announced that post from this third year and final year students. K. Kishore, final year mechanical final year mechanical engineer, will be the student secretary, and D. Samuel from third year mechanical B will be the student executive council. So I request all the second year students get in touch with your seniors regarding the SAE activities, because this is the first time you are participate in SAE events. And for an SAE, they conduct many events like lecture meetings and in some tier events like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Already we are told about that SAE introduction. Thank you.
Again, congrats to the executive members of SAE club. Okay, you can proceed.
Thank you, sir. Every thought you produce, anything you say, any action you did, it bears your signature. To tell us all about his glorious achievements, honors, rewards, and awards, here comes S. Shivashankar, third year mechanical, to introduce the chief guest.
Good afternoon, students. It's a great pleasure to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Jayaseelan Madhyalagan. He is a competent administrator with around 30 years of experience in quality, NDT, welding, and currently associated with Hasi Inspection Service as Technical Director. He pursued his Bachelor of Mechanical Engineer from Anna University in the year of 2007. He has a membership as ASNT, American Society of Non-Destructive Testing, and ISNT, Indian Society of Non-Destructive Testing. He is more familiar with MS Office, IronCAD, and AutoCAD 2006. He worked in many companies such as Triofab Private Limited, Mumbai, as trainee engineer from January 2007 to December 2007. Then in DIT Technocraft Coimbatore has head NDT training and service from January 2008 to January 2010. Then he worked in International Inspection Service Limited UAE as NDT Level 3 engineer from January 2010 to May 2011. Then he also worked in Advanced Quality Solution Private Limited, Singapore as Technical Director from November 2011 to November 2015. Now he is currently working in Hasi Inspection Service, Coimbatore as Technical Director since November 2015. Also involved in many projects like ultrasonic testing, immersion and eddy current testing, client rain engine valve, and magnetic particle testing, client micro precision, owner defense authority, such as it's a great pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Shiva. Now the glare of publicity is on the most relinquished person of today's function. May I have the honor of inviting Mr. M. Jaishilan, Technical Director, Hasi Inspection Service, Coimbatore, to deliver the lecture. Now the forum is yours, sir.
Yeah, very good afternoon to all. Thanks for giving me an opportunity for creating an awareness in that upcoming future due to that COVID-19. Some just opportunities or some lack of discussing. So many things are going on. Whether we can get an opportunity because of the situation like that. But actually, this one the opportunity there is not reduced. It is the same opportunity before COVID-19 and after COVID-19. Okay, so I'm going to present a topic in career growth in opportunity in oil and gas sector. Okay, so I'm just sharing that slide so that we can get into that presentation so that you can get an awareness what you can get in career growth in oil and gas sector. Okay, yeah. Okay, just I am going to present an topic career in oil and gas sector. Okay, so about me, they are explained many things, which is very. I am thankful for that, giving a brief introduction and explained everything about me. Okay, then I'm just going to the presentation. So basically, the purpose of this presentation is just we have to create an awareness in the oil and gas sector. So oil and gas sector is a now ever booming sector for a mechanical engineers, even for electrical, for civil, and for electronics and engineering, for automation, for IT. Because simple, the oil and gas sector is the overall overall sector which having includes of all the engineering field, which is R&D, design, like that. All that department engineering qualified engineers can work in the oil and gas sector. Okay, then overview of oil and gas sector, then scope in future, then some professional certification. After your engineering, you need some professional certification, okay, so that you can work with some skills kit. Okay, so without some skill certification, that is professional qualification, because you are getting an academic qualification as a bachelor in engineering, so that the certification is a professional qualification. You will get in some professional qualification to work into with the proper skill set. Okay, so in the oil and gas sector, so different in oil and gas sector, different sector, different plants, like that, different values are there. For example, in a foundry, they will manufacture the product. So some walls they will manufacture it. Okay, so manufacturing is a one sector under the oil and gas sector. So manufacturing is one subclass. So many manufacturing companies are in India and also in overseas is there. Okay. After the manufacturing, for example, in India, they will manufacture the components. So different companies, they will manufacture different components. Okay. Then they will export. Okay. They will export to the relevant countries. Okay. So normally maximum all that overseas industries, okay, because of the finance and because of that legal, then space and manufacture, manpower, like that, machineries prices, like that, different consideration and different variable, different parameters, every overseas, okay, for MNC company, foreign companies, they all making industries in India. The manufacturing, they will do the industry and they will make up an industry in India and they will export the product from India. Okay, so after getting the product, they will go for a plant installation. So each and every part they will get from India and they will install the plants. Okay, the plant installation is like they will get an walls, they will get a pipe, and then they will get a flanges, and they will get a pressure vessel, heat exchanger, like that, many component they will get from the manufacturer from India and they will do the installation in the plant. Like for example, you know that HPCL, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited in Chennai, it is there, refinery is there, even in Cochin there is a shipyard is there. So here having a many oil and gas, Reliance industry is there, Bharat Petroleum refinery is there. So in all that industries, they need a product. So the product they will manufacture from India in the manufacturing sector. Okay, so after the erection, so in another scope, so once the plant is installed, erection was completed and they start producing the items. Okay, for example, they are making oil. As you know very well, the petrol is coming from the crude oil. So crude oil, then they will take a process and secondary process will be there, then primary process will be there, then after finally they will get a distillation of just kerosene, petrol, like the different oil they are getting. Okay, so when they use the product, so for example, the pipeline they are installing. Okay, so in same, for example, if we take in home itself, in our each and every home there is a pipeline, water pipeline is there. So while we are installing a new pipe, the pipe is very clear, nothing will be there, everything is okay, water will flow in a uniform way. Okay, so once it's getting usage, the salt will be deposited, so the flow of water will get reduced. Okay, so in service, so for water pipeline itself, we have to change after 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, we have to change it. So in a gas line, think the gas line is flowing in the pipe, then high pressure steam is going in the pipe. So the steam and gas will erode the material and corrosion will affect. So every 1 year or every 2 years there must be some inspection and the change replacement of the pipeline and the vessel, the units, equipments will be there. That is called in service. Okay, so in the oil and gas sector, just if you, yeah, as in the overview, if you take as a separate subsector, so the four sectors will be there. So manufacturing, so your scope of job will be in the manufacturing, which you interested in the manufacturing company, you can go to the manufacturing company. Then marketing, export, you can go to the export company. Okay, so export company is a simple company, they will not manufacture, only they will get order from the overseas. For example, in some refinery in Dubai, for example, there is a refinery in UAE, Dubai, Gasco. From Gasco they will get the order and they will get the manufacturing items from India, just they will export it. Their work is only the supply chain management, they will say SCM, supply chain management. They will take that product and they will just get the order done and they will export the item. So you can work in the export company. Then installation, that is called erection, like same we will say here a technical term, erection. So like building construction is there now, for building we will say construction, like we will say installation and erection. So there is a company which will only do the installation and they will do the erection work. Okay, then fourth sector is a in service, so they will do that in service. So the plant will be shut down. Okay, like for example, in local days we will know in TNEB, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board. Okay, each and every month one day there is a shutdown now for maintenance, same like it, that is a in service. So every 1 year they will shut down the plant for 1 month and they will do all the maintenance work. So bulk job opportunities in the service is there. Okay, so which sector you have to select, whether you are in the manufacturing or export or installation in service. So scope of opportunity is very high. Okay, then we will go in depth of each sectors. Then simply we can say manufacturing. Okay, so manufacturing is a simple word and it includes many things. Okay, so everything is studied in engineering. Okay, so manufacturing is the primary production process. Okay, which includes foundry. Foundry is nothing but casting. The company which produces casting is called foundries. Then the company which producing that valve items, then with using the process forging, that company is a forging. Then one company they will do the welding. Okay, then the companies they will do the machining, only they will do the machining. So the manufacturing the wall body, they will manufacture it. Okay, the wall body, then they will do the machining, one company only they will do the machining. Okay, dimension they will check, then what is the accessory they will check, what is the bore, and using many dimensional instrument which you used in your engineering labs, like a dial gauge, then height gauge. Okay, like simple dimension equipment which you are using is vernier caliper, screw gauge, micrometer. Okay, these are the simple equipments. And when you are going into deep dimension checking, we will use that higher gauges, digital gauges. Okay, then another company they will get a product from that manufacturing industry, different items, and then the product they will do the assembly, only that company will assemble and they will send the product to the overseas industries. Okay, so in the processing industry, foundry, forging, welding, machining, assembly. Okay, so this are the company sector. So you can get a job in foundry, you can get a job in forging company, you can get a job in welding company, you can get a job in machining company, you can get a job in assembly company. Maximum 80 percentage companies will not do all the uh, process in a single company. Okay, so you will get an different opportunities. That is a very important, because when we complete the mechanical engineers, we simple that we think that okay, some manufacturing is there. Okay, normally maximum we know that in production industry, like automobile industry, they are production. Okay, a simple example, we are buying a car. Okay, so in the car, main heart of the car is engine. Okay, In engine, for getting an overall engine, not one company will manufacture the total engine. Many parts are involved in that engine. Okay, here for the engine casing, one company they will do the casting for engine manufacturing. Okay, then for a engine walls company is manufacturing. Like for example, Rane engine wall. In Chennai it is there, in Trichy it is there, Rane engine wall. Okay, then one company will manufacture the crankshaft. So they will make a shaft, one company, and another company will make a machining. Okay, then engine mount one company will manufacture. Here in Coimbatore, four companies are making an engine mount. Even we know CRI is only for the pumps, but no, but CRI in a different name, they are do the manufacture of many engine mounts, and they are selling to BMW, Rolls Royce, and even for Maruti Suzuki, for Indian manufacturer Tata, they are giving us engine mounts. Okay, so it's not a single part, so different manufacturing. So engine wall, okay, engine casing is from the foundry, engine wall is from the forging. Then for assembly they have to do the welding, for making a final finish they want a machining, finally they want to do the assembly. Okay, so all that company which has each and every sector, and they will do the process, and finally they will do the assembly. Okay, like in oil and gas, these are the product they will manufacture: pipes, vessels. So pipes is nothing but normal pipeline, 3-inch pipe, 2-inch pipe. The like different ratings will be there, like pressure piping, okay, oil piping, water flow piping, gas flow piping, steam flow piping. So different pipings are there. Many companies they are manufacturing the piping. Okay, only the pipe. Then vessel, like pressure vessel, then heat exchanger. Okay, so there are the vessels. Then tanks. Okay, then tanks is nothing but storage tank. So even the storage tank in all that petrol bank, okay, in petrol bank they are having underground storage tank, right? Every 3 years they have to do the inspection on the storage tank. So they cannot simply store the tank on the underground, and they cannot use the petrol and diesel each and every day. They have to shut down for 2 days, and they have to do the inspection on the tanks, because there will be a corrosion, there will be an erosion. Okay, so that is called in-service inspection. Then control valves in each and every petrol tank, they will fill that underground storage petrol or diesel, and from the control valve only it will come to that pouring tank, and then we will fill the petrol. Okay, for the control they will piping, and for the wall they will use the flanges. So these are the products. So each and every company will produce the product. Okay, so these are the processing industries, you will get an opportunity, and then these are the products. Okay, for example, in my career, in initially I just started in foundry, in my inspection services. Then I went for forging, then welding. Finally, only after I got 5 or 6 years experience in each field, then I go to the overall oil and gas sector. Then after getting the overall experience in each and every sector, then only I can do the inspection on the overall oil and gas sector. Okay, so there is a many opportunities. Okay, in each, so you have to select which sector you are just going to. Okay, so as I told, these are the different companies: foundry, forging, welding, machining, assembly. These are the different companies. Okay, then in this company, I'm just taking a foundry, because each and every we have to explain. Okay, so in this is a foundry. Okay, in the manufacturing, I'm taking a foundry. So each and every, the time will not be enough. So I'm getting an example of foundry. Same pattern will be for each and every company. Okay, so first an initial thing for a foundry and whatever the manufacturing company, initial is design. Okay, so design, okay, that there is a very valuable word, which when I'm telling itself, I'm remembering Kumaravelan sir, sat as a design of mission element. So we doesn't know that time, but after then only we know the value of it. Okay, design. Okay, we thought that initially the design, which means that we are drafting something on the AutoCAD, is a design. But there will be many the books will design of machinery. One book design book will be there. We have to make a calculation for a grid teeth, every gear teeth, and whatever the assembly. We have to do the calculation. That time we doesn't know. After getting into the work only, we came to know that these are the important. Okay, so the design. Okay, in the design, we think that just drafting is an design, but design is not that one. Design is a very important factor before getting the product into in application, because a simple calculation, normally we are taking a motor, pump motor. Okay, for our home we are taking a underground tank motor. Okay, so we are pump the motor. So simple calculation, whether the motor we need half hp or 1 hp or 1.5 hp or 2 hp or 5 hp motor, which capacity motor will pump the water to our tank. Okay, what is the depth of that storage tank we have in underground, and what is the height of the tank we are on the top in the roof. Okay, so that hp we are calculating, that is the simple design. So for making that water to pump into the tank, we have to do the calculation, what thickness pipe we have to put, what slope slanting we have to put the pipe. Okay, what pressure it can withstand, above this pressure whether it can withstand, what pressure the pump has, motor has to pump the water. So what is the thickness, what is the length, like that we have to do many calculation. And with that calculations only we are going for like ANSYS, ProE, many analysis software you are doing, right? So those everything is the design. So in each and every company it will called as a department design and R&D. Okay, so just don't think that design is not a simple of drafting something or modeling something. Design is inclusive of all the things, which is end to analysis, what pressure it can withstand, what temperature it can withstand. You are doing analysis in the answers, right? So everything is in the design. Okay, so then after the design, same like they will make a protocol that is called pattern, that is called pattern. Okay, so same protocol they will take it. Okay, so from the protocol they will make a molding, and they will, after the molding they will pour the molten metal, and they will get the cast, and they will grind the surface, that is called filling. Then final product will be there. Then each and every product finally it will go for assembly. This is the company which is related to mechanical engineering in the foundry industry. Okay, so in design it is there, then pattern shop is there, molding shop, the molding shop which include of mold making, then furnace, then heat treatment, then grinding, welding is there. Okay, so each and every department there is a requirement. Okay, not simply one mechanical company we have to go for a design department, or we can go for a production department, or we can go for a inspection quality. No, each and every department there is a own skill set, and there is a requirement. So while we are studying itself, we have to think what I have to go. Okay, in which sector I have to select, because each and every department, the basic, without mechanical engineer we can't do anything. Okay, so that is a very important scope of a mechanical engineer. Okay, then in this industries, okay, there is a quality department. Okay, so as I am in the quality, so I am explaining about the quality department. Okay, so in the quality, once the product is, each and every product is done, it go for a visual testing, then dimensional testing, then mechanical testing, then non-destructive testing, then hydro testing. Like this, different type of testing is there, and each and every testing, different type of testing is there. For example, in dimensional testing, different testings are there. Like raw material, we have to make a dimension. Then final, after the machining, we have to make a dimension. Okay, then flange dimension, body dimension, different dimension. We have to take the dimensional testing. Okay, then mechanical testing, like the properties, the mechanical properties which we are testing is called mechanical testing, like hardness, toughness, then yield strength, tensile strength. Okay, each and every testing we have to do in the mechanical impact. Okay, then notch bend test. Okay, how much bend it will create. Okay, what load it can withstand. These are the mechanical testing. Then next thing is the non-destructive testing. Okay, without breaking the component, we have to do the testing. Non-destructive testing. Then final, after the assembly, we have to do the hydro test. So using the water, it is hydro test. Sometimes they will do with the air. That is called pneumatic testing. Okay. So these are the quality testing in the company. Yes, we are doing it. So these are the few samples which I take photo from my company now. Okay. So these are the different types of walls. Okay. So this is one type for all the pieces, the photos which I attach is the walls. Okay, this is one type of wall. Like in the control walls, you studied in that engineering, like in the pump itself, submersible pump. In the control walls, like butterfly wall, okay, globe wall, okay, then fluid control wall, like different types of walls is there, na? So these are the different types of walls and different sizes. Like this one is DN 180, okay, and this is the customer KU. This company is in German, okay. So they will manufacture the product, they will do the testing, and they will export this to German, okay. And this is treasure the treasure walls is in India itself, like L&T, okay, like L&T walls, okay. L&T is in on all the sectors they are doing, even construction, road, and then walls, okay. Like L&T walls, like this one is the treasure wall, GE, General Engineering treasure walls, okay. And this one is another company, Chevron Global, okay. These are the different types of walls we are doing a testing. So these are the markings we done, okay. Like we took the radiographic testing, so these are the location markers, so RT, radiographic testing, okay. So these are the different types of walls, okay. So they will do the manufacturing, and after this process, this is from the foundry. After this process, it will go for the machining, and after the machining, it will go for the assembly and testing. It will be there, okay. So different types of products. So I took only the wall samples, okay. So like I told, different products are there, like control valve, fan, chest, tank. So I took the example on walls only, okay. So like as I told, different products, okay, pipe, vessel, tank, control walls, this will all go to final to the assembly. For example, you can see the photo here, okay. So you see the wall here, this is the wall, this is the one flange, and this is the one flange, this is the wall. So in this wall they fit the pipe, and they will put a bolt nut. So in each testing, how much thread, okay, in the bolt, how many thread has to be there. You studied in the design of machine element, right? So how many thread, what is the thread pitch, okay. So when we are doing a testing for even for a tightening of the nut itself, we have to do the inspection. How many rotation the nut has to go in the bolt, okay, and how much length the nut the bolt has to projected outside from the nut, okay, because it will affect for the corrosion, moisture, okay. So these things we have to calculate it. Then these are the pipeline. So these are the control valve. So they will make a just rotation hand wheel. Then they will, so this hand wheel is manufactured in cast iron, and this valve will be manufactured in steel. So there is a difference in metallurgy. So metallurgy is an important factor here. Difference between, so even in still now as I'm in inspection, even iron carbon diagram is a very important factor. Without iron carbon diagram, we cannot do anything in the material, okay. So the wheel is made from cast iron. So carbon percentage is 2% is higher, okay. For steel it is less than 2% is steel. In steel many grade is there, stainless steel, austenitic stainless steel, duplex stainless steel, okay. So this is in the plant. So the process plant will get different items in a different manufacturer, and they will make an assembly and they will install in the plant, okay. So simple photo having many parts. Wall body is there, pipe is there, bolt is there, flange is there, nut is there, hand wheel is there, then control valve is there, okay, then weldolate is there, then pipeline is there, this is the reducer, so this is the elbow bend is there. So each and everything we have to consider for a inspection. So this overall will go to the process plant, okay. So in the equipments, okay, in the process plant, as I shown in the photo, items will be there, like process piping, then power piping, even with a single pipe. Okay, for example, if you take a 2-inch pipe or 3-inch pipe with only the piping, these are the difference. Process piping, we have to do a different inspection. Power piping, we have to do a different inspection. Then pipeline, then tank. Okay, like different piping, the equipment is there, and different inspection requirement is there. Okay, then these are the activities in a company. Okay, like as I told before, design and development, one department will be there, then planning, direction, quality assurance, quality control, then safety. Okay, so there is an, in a quality itself there is a different quality assurance and then quality control. In this also you have to select your skill set and job scope. Okay, the individual person, based on the skill set, they will be good in the documentation and presentation. Okay, they will do many analysis in the documentation, and they will do some R&D in the documentation. They are good in the quality assurance. They will not do the inspection. They will make a documentation, okay, based on the standards, and they, based on the review of the interpretation of the standards, they will make a document, that is quality assurance. They will make the document and they will make a inspection procedure, that is quality assurance. Then based on the inspection procedure, they will do the quality control. Okay, then safety. Many persons, even when I'm doing engineering, after few years, after 3 to 4 years also, after I get into the industry also, I'm not aware about the safety. Okay, but in MTech or ME in industrial safety is also there, right? So safety, there is a course is there. Nobody knows that one. For safety, there is a certification, there is a course. After that certification, they can get the job easily. Now only in South India, we are getting an awareness. When I'm working in many countries overseas, even in Singapore, in Malaysia, in Dubai, okay, when I'm seeing many person, they will, safety officer will come from North India. They are having awareness. In one side, what to say, we can say locally as we are good in the quality control, we are good in the documentation, and for safety there will not be that much more headache. We are ready to work in depth into the field. So we are maximum, our people will get more into production quality, like that. We are having a skill set to work hard. Okay, but their people, they have to sit properly, and they have to only identify and they make the proper necessary activities. They not, you can see many people, in a company, the accounts person, those people, office admin, they will be in North Indians, and for production quality we will be in South Indians. Maximum we people are and we have an awareness on this one only. The planning also like that. Even planning also, there is a software, Primavera. There is a course. After the course, we can do the planning. So planning is a very important. The estimation, how many days or how many months or how many years we will complete the project. That is, planning is a very important. So planning and estimation. What is the cost for buying the product? What is the cost involved to final the project, to complete the project, to buy the material, to buy the manpower? Okay, so there is a planning and estimation is there. Then safety, there is a certification course is there. So after the course, they will, now only in the after last 2 years only, the course itself started in Chennai and in Tamil Nadu itself. Last 2 years only the course was started in Tamil Nadu. Previously it was in Delhi, in north side only the courses was there. Okay, so these are the professional qualification. After, so when I am discuss with some engineering final year students, or somebody will contact me, still they are knowing only that the professional qualification. I am doing ANSYS, I am doing ProE, I am doing CATIA, I am doing SolidWorks. Only till now, till when I am doing from engineering, till now, the engineering, the students, after what you are going to do the course, I'm doing like ANSYS, I'm doing SolidWorks, I'm doing ProE. Okay, so if everybody is going only the design softwares, then for other there is a software. So for other department persons, what people that we are doing is, without doing the certification, I am not done the certification. I am also done the ProE, CATIA, ANSYS only. After getting in the job only, we came to know that. After working in many industries, after met many persons, then only, oh, these are the certification also available, so we have to do the certification. So each and every, so this is a very important for a final year student. You have to know, you have to select which department. It's not only for quality, not only for design software is there. No, each and every department there is a skill set and professional qualification, that is called professional qualification certification. Okay, till I'm having 14 plus 13 plus year experience. Still I am just doing each and every year the certification courses. Okay, without the certification courses we cannot survey in it. For example, in 2008, you know that your college will have, and you know that ISO 9001, that is a quality management system, right? So I done it is in 2010, I done it ISO 9001 2008. Okay, then after it came 2015 ISO 9001 2015. We have to do the course for 9000 2015. Not this professional qualification is not a one time certification. You have to adapt for that current trending, and you have to do the certification. Compared to IT, it is not a difficult as Kumarulan sir told that. I am agree with that also. For IT field, it's very competitive. We are simply say that IT okay, IT okay. My friends still they are saying 13 plus years experience. My friends still they are saying that they are having exam. Each and every month or every year they are having an exam. They have to study daily and they have to work it for them. Without upgradation, they will be lag out and they will send off from the company. Okay, so like same in other field, in mechanical field, for safety, these are for all the mechanical engineers. Okay, for safety, mechanical engineers has to do the course IOSH NIBOSH. Quality control, for quality control there is a certification NDT API, then CISP, then API. Then for quality assurance it is 9001 for quality management system, and ISO IEC 17025 certification. If you are going for a erection, there is a, in AutoCAD, Autodesk software is there. For planning and estimation, Primavera software is there. For design, you all everybody knows that. ANSYS, Pro E, CAT, SolidWorks. Okay, these are already you know it. These are the other softwares. You have to know it, and you have to search, and you can select your field, which you are going for a planning or erection, or just quality assurance or quality control or safety, which area you are going to do it, and you have to select a relevant certification, and you have to do it. Okay, for I am getting into the quality. So initially I started with the NDT quality control. Then after some experience, then I got some documentation work skill set. Then I have to survey, and as a lead technical, I have to do it. So I done ISO 9001 certification, then ISO IEC 17025 accreditation certification. Okay, like that I just done the certification. Like NDT is a non-destructive testing, same like hospital X-ray, then ultrasound, then MRI, like that we are doing. Okay, here NDT is same in material. Then API. If we are going to inspection for the tank, storage tank, as I told, you are doing a inspection in the storage tank. In the petrol bunk there is a storage tank, right? Diesel petrol storage tank. If you have to do the inspection on the storage tank, you have to get the certification API 650. Without this certification you cannot do the inspection. Then you want to do the welding inspection, weld joints in the pipeline, there is a weld joint in the pipeline, then weld joints in the walls. Okay, then you have to do this CISP 3.1 certification. Okay, then API 570 for the pressure pipeline you have to do. For the pipeline is going right, for like Reliance pipeline from Gujarat to till whatever to each and every state, each and every district, the pipeline, petroleum pipeline and gas pipeline is going right. To inspection for that pipeline, we have to do the certification API 570. Without the certification, we cannot do the inspection. So this certification, after 2 years or 1 year experience, you have to do the certification. Okay, so initially you have to do one certification, basic NDT, then you have to go into it. Like IOSH, after IOSH 1 year experience, you have to go to the NIBOSH certification. So the first I mentioned is a lower certification. After 1 year 2 year experience, you have to go for the higher certification. Okay, then in this, as I told before, these are the certification and classification. You have to quality management system ISO 9001, then NDT, then CWI, CSIP. This is for welding inspector. Okay, so I done ISO 9001, NDT, then CSIP. Okay, then for storage tank API 650, for piping inspector 570, vessel inspector API 570. Okay, like these are the certification you have to do it. Okay, so once you have to get an experience and you have to do the, these are why I am saying is this, after I enter into the field after 5 years, after 5 years only I came to know this are the certification is having. Okay, okay, so only I'm just creating, these are that certification is available. So without experience you can't do it, so you have to get an experience and you have to do it. Okay, so in previous days you can say that so with no company is giving opportunity for a fresher, we are not getting an opportunity. Now you cannot say this word. Okay, so for your mindset or for your sake you can say that sir, there is no opportunity for fresher. I will not agree this one, because nowadays each and every company wanted fresher. Why? Because even my company, we are searching for a fresher. Why I am telling is that, because now if I am getting an experience of 3 years, I have to pay 30,000 salary. Okay, if I am taking a fresher, I can train that guy and I can pay 10,000, 12,000 per month. Okay, so each and every company, due to the finance crisis now, they are searching for the fresher. Okay, so then for the fresher, how you are converting your skill and you are going to the high pay is a different task. Okay, so to my experience, I'm giving myself as an example. In 2000 I completed BE and then campus placed, then I got a job, then work. Okay, then I get into the mechanical field NDT, then I got 5,000 in 2008 January. I got 5,000 salary, and then I just made a hard work and just start learning and writing the examination and getting the certification, professional certification. Okay, after 1 year I got 15,000. Then after 2 years completed, I went to UAE, which I got 1.5 lakh. I worked for 2 years in UAE, 1.5 lakh. Then I resigned. Then I just started in Coimbatore, my own company. Then me and my friend started and he take over. Then I went to Singapore for 3 lakh salary. Okay, so how you are first getting an opportunity. Initially nobody will give you a good job. Only you can go to the office morning 8 o'clock, card punch, then evening card punch out, then getting a salary on 10th. If you are in the mindset, no company is recruiting you. Now company is ready to recruit the freshers, but no company is recruiting with bad attitude, or no person is interested to learn and not interested to develop your skills. They are not ready to take it. Okay, so these are the certifications. So for freshers is requirement is there. For freshers you can do it NDT, then ISO 9001, like this. These are the fresher certification. The cost wise also it is very less only, comparatively it is okay. Okay, so these are the certification is very higher. So once you have to do the certification, get an experience, then do the certification. Okay, then like in NDT itself, many NDT methods are the PET, MT, RT, UT, VT, ET. These things are you studied in a basic physics, first year or second year physics. Okay, then many societies like Indian, American, British, UK, Canada, Australia, like many certification bodies are there. Okay, then like an average nowadays the career growth with the salary. Okay, like previously in my company we will take a fresher and we will train it. They have to work for 2 years, then they will go for a JUPA. Even we will recommend for overseas also. Like many companies, like we are not knowing the company name, that is an issues. Okay, like these are the few companies which I mentioned. These are the foundry company which they are manufacturing, and they sure that refinery company they are doing it. Okay, like I think you know Brakes India in Chennai, it is there. Then Bimetal Bearing, Osur, it is there. Okay, then Rani Engine Valve, Trichy, it is there. Okay, so these are the mechanical industries. Okay, like then if you go for a refinery side, yes sir. Okay, then Reliance, okay, then Cochin Shipyard, then Bharat Petroleum, okay, then manufacturing, then SE4, Sirka, Scoop, Frane. These are the industries. Still, they are recruiting in Coimbatore. These 4 companies in Coimbatore, they are still recruiting the freshers. Like trainee, they are engineering trainee graduate, like that, some designation they are giving. They are working for 2 years freshers, and they are getting an experience, and they are going for a good job. After 2 years, big company in windmill sector, now solar is also getting boom. Okay, so in windmill sectors, many company, Vestars, then Wind RRB, then Enercon, Suslon, they are that many companies which they are recruiting a freshers, and they are giving a good salary after a 2 years experience. They are even my the persons who studied and worked with us, they are in a good company with 40,000, 50,000 salary after 2 years of doing this course and got the experience. Initially, no company will give more than like a 10 or 12,000. Okay, so don't worry about getting a low salary. After 1 year, after 2 years, where you will be, think in that way. You will not work for lifelong of 10,000, 12,000. Okay, so when we are getting a 10,000, 12,000 salary or 20,000, whatever you are getting, just think till you have to decide till which date you are getting this salary. That is your target, which I fixed and which I focus till now. So when you are getting some salary, make it till which date I'm going to get this salary. After this date, what I'm going to do, that is your target and your focus, your goal has to be. You should not think this salary, no company like say just you have to work for a lifetime for this salary. If you are performing well, you can get a better opportunity, then you can go for a higher salary. Like which I 5,000 I work for two months, then 7,000 I work for 6 months, then 10,000 I work for 3 months, then 15,000 6 months, then 25,000 1 year. Then I went for within 2 years time. Then I went for a 1.5 lakh. Okay, which I lost in the initial stage, I got it on the second year onwards. Okay, so how you are focusing and you are making is a very important factor. Okay, so sir, thanks for that opportunity. So any discussions?
Yes, sir. So any queries from audience side? Any queries, guys? Any general thing also you can ask that. Yeah, Monish, you can answer. Yeah, Monish, you can proceed, right?
கேளுங்கப்பா, ஒரு ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி மிஸ் பண்ணாதீங்களா?
Monish,
அந்த வளர்ச்சியில தெரியாதுங்க சார்.
இல்ல, அவரு பயங்கர பிஸியான ஆளு. நாம சொன்னவங்க குழப்ப விட்டுட்டு வந்துட்டு இருக்காரு 1 hour. அதனால கொஞ்சம் கேட்டீங்கன்னா தான் பரவாயில்ல. இல்ல அப்படியே இப்ப தெரியாதுன்னா, இது வந்து பயங்கர காம்படிட்டிவ் வேர்ல்டு ஆச்சுல்ல.
ஆமாங்க சார்.
தெரியாது, அப்புறம் தான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கலாம்னா ஹையஸ்ட் சஃபரரா இல்ல. இப்ப செக்ரட்டரி என்ன பண்றீங்க செக்ரட்டரி?
சார் வந்தா அதுக்கு கட் ஆயிடுச்சு. மோனிஷ், அது தேர் மோனிஷ்.
வேற யாராவது கூட கேட்கலாம். செக்ரட்டரியா தான் கேட்கணும். என்டிடி நானே கேக்குறேன். என்டிடி கோர்ஸ்ல எத்தனை லெவல் ஆஃப் எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ஸ்?
மொத்தம் 3 லெவல் இருக்குங்க சார். லெவல் 1, லெவல் 2, லெவல் 3, மொத்தம் 3 லெவல் இருக்கு. நம்ம வந்து எடுத்தோன்னே ஸ்டார்டிங்ல வந்து லெவல் 2 பண்ணலாங்க சார். லெவல் 2 பண்ணிட்டு 1 இயர் நம்ம பிஇ இன்ஜினியரிங் கிராஜுவேட் 4 இயர்ஸ் இன்ஜினியரிங் படிச்சிருந்தா மினிமம் 1 இயர் நம்ம வந்து வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க சார். லெவல் 2 முடிச்ச சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் டேட்ல இருந்து 1 இயர், தென் நம்ம லெவல் 3 பண்ணலாங்க சார். லெவல் 3ல நல்ல growth. நான் வந்து நான் லெவல் 2 முடிச்சுட்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 1 இயர் வெயிட் பண்ணப்ப அந்த டைம்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வெல்டிங் இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன் பண்ணலாமா, டேங்க் இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷன் பண்ணலாமா, இல்லை லெவல் 3 பண்ணலாமா, 3 ஆப்ஷன் இருந்துச்சு. அந்த டைம்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எல்லாரும் வெல்டிங் இன்ஸ்பெக்ஷனுக்கு போயிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, யாரும் லெவல் 3க்கு போகல, ஏன்னா ரொம்ப டஃப்பா இருந்துச்சு அந்த டைம்ல. அப்ப பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஓகே நான் லெவல் 3 பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அந்த டைம்ல பண்ணும் போது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா கரியரு டிஃபரெண்டா போயிடுச்சு. அந்த நம்ம ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி, ஏன்னா அப்ப நான் பண்ணும்போது பாத்தீங்கன்னா இந்தியாலே வந்து 400 பேர் தான் இருந்தோம். ஆனா இப்பெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 2500 பேர் வந்துட்டாங்க. அந்த 3 லெவல் 3 முடிச்ச நல்ல இப்பயே இன்னும் நல்ல ஸ்கோப் இருக்கு. இந்தியாலே வந்து 90,000 சேலரி இருக்கு லெவல் 3க்கு. இன்னும் சென்னையில வாண்டட் இருக்கு. இப்ப கோயம்புத்தூர்ல ஒரு வாண்டட் கேட்டிருக்காங்க. பிஇ முடிச்சுட்டு ஒரு 2 இயர்ஸ் இருந்தாவே போதுங்க சார்.
ஓகே, எவ்வளவு டைம் எடுக்கும் 3 லெவலும் முடிக்கிறதுக்கு? எவ்வளவு டைம் எடுக்கும், எவ்வளவு காஸ்ட்?
லெவல் 2 பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு 20,000 வருங்க சார். அதுக்கு வந்து 1 மந்த்ல இருந்து 40 டேஸ் வருங்க சார். தென் அதுக்கப்புறம் வந்து 1 இயர் டைம் வந்து நீங்க லெவல் 3க்கு வந்து டைம்ஸ் எதுவும் இல்லை, நீங்க செல்ஃப் ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் பண்ண ஆரம்பிக்கணும். ஏன்னா அந்த கொஸ்டின்ஸ் எல்லாமே வந்துட்டு ஒர்க் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் கொஸ்டினா இருக்கும், படிச்சு எழுதுற மாதிரி இருக்காது, ஃபுல்லா ஃபீல்டு கொஸ்டின்ஸா இருக்கும். அப்ப அந்த 1 இயர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸை வாங்கிட்டு தான் நம்ம லெவல் 3 அந்த கோர்ஸ் வந்து பண்ற மாதிரி இருக்கும். தென் எல்லாமே நம்ம அடுத்த யூஎஸ்டில பே பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிருவோம். தென் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்க்கே பாத்தீங்கன்னா 600 யூஎஸ்டி வரும் ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேஷன். இப்போ நான் டோட்டலா வந்துட்டு 7 சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் நான் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். ஒவ்வொரு மெத்தடுக்கும் லெவல் 3 இருக்கு. பிடிக்கு தனியா, எம்டி, ஆர்டி, யூடி, விடி, இடி. நான் டோட்டலா வந்து அந்த 7 சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் நான் வந்து பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அப்ப அந்த ஒவ்வொன்றுக்கும் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 600 யூஎஸ்டி வரும். ஸோ நான் வந்து ஒரு ஸ்டார்ட் அப்ல வந்து ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 2 மெத்தட் பண்ணேன், எம்டி யூடி மட்டும் பண்ணேன். அப்புறம் திருப்பி ஒரு இடத்துல ஒர்க் பண்ணேன், அப்புறம் யூடி ஆர்டி பண்ணது. அப்படி கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் ஏர்ன் பண்ணி ஒவ்வொரு மெத்தடா பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சதுன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஆனா நம்ம அந்த இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட் பண்ணி சர்டிஃபிகேஷன் வாங்க நம்ம சேலரி இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆயிட்டே இருக்குங்க சார். எந்த சேஞ்சஸும் இல்லை.
பிகினருக்கு இப்போ லெவல் 1 லெவல் 2 முடிச்சாலே போட மாட்டேங்குது உங்களோட கேரியர்.
நிஜமா இப்பயே வாண்டட் நிறைய கேட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க சார். லெவல் 1 லெவல் 2 என்னன்னா இப்ப நம்ம பசங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த பிஇனா மைண்ட் செட் என்னன்னா ஃபீல்டுல இறங்கி வேலை செய்ய மாட்டான், அது ஒண்ணுதான் இஷ்யூவா வந்துட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. ரிக்வயர்மெண்ட் வந்து 3 பேர் தேவை. நேற்று வந்து எல்லாம் சிவி குடிச்சிட்டு போனானுங்க பசங்க. நான் வந்து என்னோட மைண்ட் செட் என்னன்னா ஃப்ரெஷர் எடுத்து ட்ரெயின் பண்ணுவோம். 2 இயர்ஸ் நீ லேர்ன் பண்ணிக்கோ, நாங்களும் சொல்லி தரோம். தென் 2 இயர்ஸ் கழிச்சு நல்ல ஸ்கோப் நாங்களே வந்து ரெஃபர் பண்ணி கூட விடுறோம்.
ரொம்ப ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம், ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லா, ரொம்ப நல்லா இருந்தது.
ஓகேங்க சார், தேங்க்யூ.
மோர் கிளியர் இல்லஸ்ட்ரேஷன். அந்த இது இன்னும் ஒரு ஃபைனல் இயர் பையன் கொஞ்சம் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராம் சின்சியரா அட்டன் பண்ணியிருந்தானா கட்டாயம் அவனோட கேரியரை அவ்வளோ கிளியரா இருந்தது. Cash on, we can I think wind up.
Yes sir, yes sir. Sir, no. Okay sir. Any feedback from, sorry, any queries from participants? Once again. If any queries?
Okay, but wait, yaar, kya time waste morning.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes sir, Sir Saudanya.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your knowledge with us. Last but not the least, I invite Mr. S. Robin, Joint Secretary, Fabulous Association of Mechanical Engineers, VCT, to take over.
A warm afternoon to one and all. It's my honor to propose vote of thanks on this webinar on career in oil and gas. I extend my sincere gratitude towards our Chief Guest, Mr. M. Jayaseelan sir, Technical Director of HACCI Inspection Service, Coimbatore, who spent his valuable time for us.
Yes, Anirudh.
Hello. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. My mic was temporarily down. I couldn't ask anything.
No issues. I will share his number. You can directly ask.
Oh, okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Robin, you can continue.
Yes, sir.
Proceed, man.
I extend my sincere gratitude towards our Chief Guest, Mr. M. Jayaseelan sir, Technical Director of HACCI Inspection Service, Coimbatore, who spent his valuable time for us in spite of his busy schedule. It's my predominant duty to thank our head of the department, Dr. R. Kumaravelan sir, for his enormous support and encouragement. I extend my immense pleasure to thank our coordinators, Mr. D. Kesavan sir and Mr. T. Naveen Prasad sir, for extending their work towards arranging this wonderful meeting. I also thank our faculty members for their continuous support. Last but not the least, I extend my heartfelt thanks to my friends for your support and coordination. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Again, I personally thank Jayaseelan for your time.
It's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure, sir. Thanks, sir.
Thank you very much, Jason. Thank you.
Thanks, sir. Thanks.
Take care. Take care. Bye. Thank you. Bye. Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone.
வீட்டுக்கு போயிட்டு வாங்க, வீட்டுக்கு போயிட்டு வரீங்களா? இல்ல நான் வைக்கணும், நீங்க வீட்டுக்கு போயிட்டு வரீங்களா? இருக்குங்களா?